Welcome back to Breaking Tube Nation. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most prophetic and thought-provoking films ever made. They Live, directed by legendary filmmaker John Carpenter in 1988. This isn't just another sci-fi action movie, this is a wake-up call wrapped in the guise of entertainment. And trust me, by the end of this breakdown, you're going to see our world in a completely different light. Let's start with our protagonist, played by the legendary Rowdy Roddy Piper. He's not a superhero. He's not a trained operative. He's simply a homeless drifter, struggling to survive in a gritty, unforgiving urban landscape. He's searching for work, for dignity, for a way to make it in a system that doesn't seem designed for people like him. He's invisible to society, just another face in the crowd, easily overlooked, easily dismissed. Sound familiar? Then comes the turning point. Piper stumbles upon a church, a place that's supposed to be a sanctuary. And there, hidden among the rubble and resistance, he discovers something extraordinary, a pair of sunglasses. But these aren't ordinary shades. These sunglasses reveal the truth. When he puts them on, everything changes. The billboards, the magazines, the television screens, they all transform before his eyes. Hidden messages appear everywhere. Obi, consume, submit, stay asleep, buy now, watch TV. The subliminal messages that have been controlling society this entire time become visible. The mind control is real. The manipulation is real. And more terrifying than the messages themselves, he discovers that aliens, beings disguised as humans, have infiltrated our society and have been controlling us through these subliminal commands for years. Now, Piper realizes what he has to do. He has to wake people up. He has to show them the truth. But here's the problem: people don't want to see the truth. They're comfortable in their ignorance. He tries to get his friend Frank to put on the glasses and see what he sees. But Frank refuses. He doesn't want to know. He doesn't want to see the machinery behind the curtain. This leads to an intense, brutal confrontation between the two men, a fight that's both physical and ideological. It's not just about the glasses. It's about whether Frank is willing to accept a reality that shatters everything he believes. But eventually, they both witness the truth. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. The duo transforms from confused, isolated individuals into determined revolutionaries. They discover a resistance group, people who have already awakened to the truth and are fighting back against the alien overlords controlling humanity. They arm themselves. They prepare for war. Because that's what this is, a war for humanity's consciousness, for our freedom, for our right to think for ourselves instead of being controlled by forces we can't even see. Piper and his allies work to find and eliminate the source of the mind control signal. They confront the aliens. They challenge the system. But as with any revolution, there are betrayals. A character named Holly, who seemed to be on their side, switches loyalties and works against them. It's a reminder that in times of great upheaval, people can turn on you. The enemy isn't always obvious. Sometimes, the most dangerous people are those closest to you. In the film's climactic finale, Piper makes the ultimate sacrifice. He gives his life to disrupt the signal, to shut down the mind control broadcast. In doing so, he accomplishes what seemed impossible. He forces humanity to wake up. The message gets through. The people finally see the truth. And that, my friends, is where the genius of They Live lies. Now, here's where I want to tie this directly to what's happening in our world right now. Because They Live isn't just a science fiction movie from 1988. It's a blueprint for understanding our current political landscape. Think about it. We live in a world of constant messaging. Every platform, social media, mainstream news networks, streaming services, billboards, advertisements is constantly bombarding us with messages designed to control how we think, what we believe, and how we vote. Just like in the movie, these messages tell us what to consume, what to think, and most importantly, who to vote for. But unlike the movie, the aliens aren't actually aliens. They're the political establishment, the corporate overlords, the media moguls, and the institutions that benefit from keeping us divided and confused. And here's the thing. The two major political parties operate just like the aliens in They Live. They use subliminal messaging through their networks. Democrats have their messaging apparatus. Republicans have theirs. And both sides use fear, division, and manufactured outrage to control what we think and how we vote. Look at how the same media that cried about victims of sexual abuse suddenly goes silent when those victims are connected to their political allies. Look at how narratives change depending on which party is in power. Look at how Orange Man Bad became a subliminal message that overrode critical thinking for millions of people. The sunglasses in They Live represent the ability to think critically and independently, to see through the propaganda, to recognize the manipulation for what it is. Our job, your job, is to put on those metaphorical sunglasses. Stop consuming the mainstream narrative without questioning it. Look at what both sides are doing. Recognize the patterns of control. Understand that the political landscape is designed to keep us docile, divided, and obedient. Just like Piper in the movie, you might find that waking up is uncomfortable. It's easier to stay asleep, to accept the messages, to remain part of the system. But once you see it, you can't unsee it. So the question I'm leaving you with is simple. Are you going to keep the glasses off and remain asleep? Or are you going to put them on and see the truth about what's really happening in our political world? That's the real message of They Live, and that's what I want you to think about. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Times They Live Times and its parallels to our modern political landscape, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. Comment below and let me know what you think. Do you see the patterns I'm talking about? Are you wearing the metaphorical sunglasses? This is your boy John June signing off. Peace and love, everyone.